If I have one flaw, that is believing to my core that every fictional man would fall head over heels for me and would gladly give up their lives so that I am able to eat McDonald's in peace. I took the last hour to understand how tier lists work and to create my very own book boyfriend tier list. And now I present to you my carefully curated list. Now come into the Lululand with me and let's imagine that each and every single one of these men is desperate about me and has begged to have the pleasure of being in my presence. The categories are going to be my unfiltered reaction to such a situation. The very top gut tier is called Feral Obsession and Ferocious Eye Contact, for obvious reasons. Then we have the blushing and the dying inside, which is the oh my god, he wants to spend time with me moment. Then we have the deranged and dark, totally my type, but I'll have to refuse. For my own sanity, obviously. Then we have the okay, like, yeah, if you want to dedicate your whole life to me, that's fine. Then we have the please don't, I'm not interested. And finally, the puking and plucking my eyes out. I have a lot of book boyfriends here. Not enough, I might add. But we have a fair assortment. We have the romantasy book boyfriends, the mafia book boyfriends. Yeah, and what I noticed is that they all have dark hair, except one or two, and I am in love with blonde hair, but that's not going to affect my ranking here. First of all, we have Carden from Cruel Prince, which no, I hate him, and if he were to dedicate his life to me, I would decline. Then I will proceed to pluck his eyes out, following with my eyes. I don't think there is one MMC I hate more than Carden. I said it and I'm gonna say it again, he is an annoying brat. I only read the first book, but I hope Holy Black makes him suffer in the next two books, though I highly doubt it. So it is definitely in the puking and plucking my eyes out tier. And yes, I specifically chose this picture for him because this is how I imagine him. Then we have Xaden Rierson, who can run me over with a car and I would gladly ask him to do it again. Straight to Feral Obsession and Ferocious Eye Contact, possibly drooling. Now, I know that Xaden is the only one from Fourth Wing, but hear me out, isn't Redok quite charming? He's funny, he's cute, he's good looking, and if he were to ask me out, I would probably be grinning from ear to ear. So doesn't he deserve to be in the blushing and dying inside category? I would say he does. Now, I know that all of you hate Dane Adas, and I kind of hate Dane Adas as well, but you know, the AI pictures kind of convinced me that he's not that bad. And also, if he were to be trusted from the very beginning, maybe he could have been a good friend. Not boyfriend though, but, you know, I would accept his sacrifice. I would. He's overprotective and annoying, sure, but he's also kind of cute and, you know, I would be like, okay, Dane, if you insist. When making this tier list, I almost forgot about the love of my life, Liam Mighty, that's how I say his family name, whatever. If you've seen the AI picture of this man, I don't know what else to say, this should be enough. Even though he's not that dark and mysterious as Xaden, I would still put him in the Feral Obsession zone. Or should it be a blushing and dying inside? Because he's quite charming, but also like boy next door or whatever. You know what? The way the AI made him look, there is only one choice really, so it's the Feral Obsession. I like a lot of things, and I am one weird girl, but Enzo Valente would have me punching him in the face with his anger issues. Enzo Valente is the MMC in Did It Hurt? Yes, I did choose Enzo from the Vampire Diaries for him because that's how I imagine him to look. So every Enzo will look like this for me. A mysterious man that I know nothing about is more up my alley, and he has too many mommy issues for my taste. Also, sharks are not my thing. Even though he is very deranged, he's not my type. So, you know, and so I'm not interested. Like, please don't. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, but no. Next we have the MMC in The Serpent and the Wings of Night, which is, I think it's Rain Ashraj, which, I am guilty of imagining as a weird cartoonish guy with a hilariously inflated chest. I don't know how that image came to my mind, but it did. So he might be a hot vampire and a total snack, but that image will be forever engraved in my mind. That being said, as I was searching on Pinterest for these very pictures, I stumbled upon some outrageously handsome depictions of his presence. And I realized that my mind definitely is not taking in all that information from the book, because that's not how I imagined him. Even though my imagination wasn't working in my favor, I am still quite interested in him, to be honest. So, you know what? He's an okay. Yeah, if you insist, if you want to do anything and everything for my well-being, then Rain, sure, I will accept it. Well, now, Killian from God of Malice. Now, is he deranged? Very much so. Probably a psychopath. Now, do I like him? Yeah, I kind of do, but I wouldn't want to be Glyndon. I cannot imagine myself being Glyndon, so no, I wouldn't accept it, even though he is quite my type, I think. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna put him in the deranged and dark. Totally my type, but I'll have to refuse, because I value my sanity. In my defense, I do not remember enough from the book to actually be disgusted with him. So, the next one is Samkiel or Liam from the Book of Azrael. He had every opportunity to live up to the expectations and hype of being a god, yet he did not. Is he good looking? For sure he is, but he's also kind of annoying, and at the same time, I need a little bit more deranged. So, he's going to be an okay for me. Like, yeah, I don't mind you. I'm not drooling over you either. There are better options out there. I'm just not excited about him, just to be clear. Now we have Adam Carlson from The Love Hypothesis. You know, he is the 6-foot-tall, grumpy old man I am into. Well, I know he's not that old, but still. A grumpy, quiet, and incredibly hot professor is really up my alley. Now, I would not put him in the feral obsession, you know, those need to be a bit deranged for me to like them, and he is a blushing and snort laughing and dying inside type of man. That being said, I realized that Liam Myri is not actually a feral obsession for me. I need a bit of more, you know, mysteriousness for him to be a feral obsession. I do like him. He's very close to being a ferocious eye contact, but I would put him in the blushing and dying inside. It has to be that way. It is what it is. Nathan Hawkins from Icebreaker, and you know, I think I hate jock romance with all my heart, and Nathan is very, very boring. It is not his fault that he's boring. I would just refuse his presence. I am not interested, Nathan. I am sorry. You can go do your thing. I don't need your life and dedication. Thank you very much. Rowan from Butcher and Blackbird, which I hate profusely. I hate everything about him, including his name. So, you know what? I wanted Brian Weaver to just start describing a blank wall instead of his attempt at having sex. If he's dedicating his life to me, no, I am killing him. I am going to pluck his eyes out, I'm going to puke, and I'm going to do anything I can to induce agony. Then I'll probably start banging my head across every wall in my house. So, I think he's the definition of unlikable MMC for me. I don't know what it is about him, I just hate him so much. Oro and Grimm from the Lightlark series, and I am with Grimm here. I am a Grimm team girly. I know he made a lot of mistakes, and also he lied, and yeah, but if he's going to wage war for me, Who am I to stop him? Yes, thank you, Grim. Yeah, I will be your wife, your girlfriend, your whatever you want me to be. Dedicate your life to me, please. It's a feral obsession and ferocious eye contact for me. Blonde guys are the chef's kiss for me. I love a blonde guy with blue eyes. I don't know, it's my weakness. That being said, before searching for pictures for this video, I didn't imagine Oro to be so hot. Now I am wondering if I want him to be in the feral obsession section as well, only due to his looks, that is. So, I will be honest here and I'm gonna ignore how good this picture looks. Let's go with, okay, like, yeah, sure, I'm content with the fact that you wanna give everything to be by my side. Yeah, we like Oro. We love Oro here, precisely in this picture, but Oro as a whole. The next three men here are from rom-coms, and the first one is Jack O'Mara from One Day in December, which should have been a very Christmassy book, but it wasn't. What can I say? You, Jack O'Mara, you make the dumbest decisions, and I do not accept your negative energy and your chaotic stupidity. Come close to me and I will pluck your eyes out. I will not pluck mine though, but I will pluck your eyes out. No, I do not want this type of negative energy and just mess in my life. So go dedicate your life to whoever you want, but not me. You know, Gus Everett from Beach Read by Emily Henry, I do not remember anything about you. I'm sorry, you were not very memorable, and from what I faintly, is that a way to describe it? Faintly remember about you, you are not very attractive either. I don't know, maybe I'm not right about that, but you know what? Did he have a good personality? Again, don't really remember it, but what I do remember is that he disappeared at some point and he just went to his ex. I don't know what he did there, I don't care, but I do not accept that. So, Gus? What is that name, Gus? No, obviously, please don't. I do not want you, I do not claim you. Bye. Andrew Hollis from In a Holidays. Is he the brooding, mysterious, dark man that you want to kidnap you? No, he is not. But he's the sweet, caring family friend that suddenly looks like, you know, what can go wrong? And I kind of like that narrative. So, yes, Andrew, I accept your sacrifice and I am blushing about it and dying inside to be right by your side. Thank you. The next one deserves his own category, but I will try to put him in one of mine. And that is Zaid from Hunting Adeline. Zaid, baby, you need some therapy. ASAP. To each their own. I'm not judging. But he is a little bit too much for my liking. A little bit too cringe as well. Though I still appreciate the whole dark vigilante you have going on for you. So, you are going to go in the deranged and dark, totally my type, but no, I will have to refuse. Say thank you, though I do appreciate it. Punk 57, Misha, so I have nothing against him. I remember precisely nothing from this book, so he was not very memorable. So I will have to politely refuse. Also, wasn't he supposed to be a high schooler? I'm more of a 300-year-old, morally dark god type of gal. Alex Volkov from Twisted Love. His picture does him justice. What I want to say is that I do not remember much from this book. Oh, only that I didn't like it that much, so I did a quick search and remembered close to nothing about the book as well. So, what I do remember is that he was a billionaire and he was quite unapproachable, but at the same time, kind of hot. So I do like billionaires who want to give their lives for me. I wouldn't be bothered by him. I would, thank you, Alex Volkov, for your service. Yes, I will accept your sacrifice. I don't know how Miles Mohawk is here. I wanted him to be with Nathan and whatever. I don't know. Did I choose them in a different order? Whatever. We have Miles Mohawk from... Mohawk? Is that his... No, Nowak. I'm sorry. Miles Nowak from Funny Story by Emily Henry. Now, is he my type? No, he's not. He's cute though. Yeah, he is cute. For the first part of the book, up until the third act breakup, I didn't have anything against him. But then he proceeded to go back to his ex, and that is a no for me. From that moment forward, I just couldn't stand him. He's a prick, and no, I do not want to see you. I will not pluck your eyes out because I think you are not a bad guy per se. Just please keep your distance. I do not claim your negative energy and cheating vibes. Thank you. Now, we are left with two real men. And I'm gonna start with Nico Russo from The Sweetest Oblivion. Now, what can I say? I am just a girl. And mafia mobsters are going to be the death of me. Nico Russo? Yes. Dedicate your life to me. Please. I will go with feral obsession and ferocious eye contact. Yes, he doesn't have powers. For sure, he's not going to be the same god tier as Zayden and Grimm. But, you know, you cannot really compare them. That's dark mafia romance and that's fantasy. But if I were to take them as being in different worlds, Nico Russo is still a feral obsession. He's also dark and I really like that, and he's powerful and he'll do anything for me, because that's where we are now, right? He is dedicating his life to me. So, you know what? Thank you, Nico. Now, Tristan Kane. Yes, Tristan, I do. I will marry you. I will run away with you. I will do whatever you want me to do. He's from the MMC, from The Predator, and I am completely in love with him. I haven't finished the book yet, but I already know. I already know he's a feral obsession and ferocious eye contact type of guy. Yeah, you know, the dark, mysterious, not very talkative guy. Preferably 6 foot tall, that is very confident, borderline full of himself, and has a lot of money, and also very dangerous. That is my type. It is. I'm sorry, I do have some issues probably, but he is. And Tristan, please kill all of those people for me. Do it for me. No, I did not read ACOTAR yet. Do not sue me. I am saving it for my bad days. Even though I didn't read it, I know that Reese is going to be a feral obsession for me. I already know it, so you can assume that he's going to be up there with all of these really good-looking, mysterious guys I would fall for, and I would accept their sacrifice. Now, this tier list is quite representative for my taste in men, and what I can firmly say is that I do have some issues, but nonetheless, I do have many more book boyfriends to meet, and I am accepting recommendations in the comment section. Thank you for watching.